What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome back to Tuesday Night SmackDown. We are here live, coming to you from a sold-out arena right here in good old Orlando, Florida. We are just 5 days away from the Cyber Sunday event. Be sure to stay tuned. We've got some last-minute announcements regarding the Cyber Sunday match card coming up in just a few moments, but right now, we open this week's show with the fourth and final matchup in the first round of the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. And we kick off this week's show. We kick off the final of this first round match with the Wyatt family, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. But tonight, the Wyatt family, they are going to be taking on American Alpha. And the winner of this matchup will go on to face last week's winner, the team of Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa. That will take place in 2 weeks' time. On next week's episode of SmackDown, we will see Sanity take on the other team that was victorious, the team of Rich Swann and TJ Perkins. So that'll be next week. In 2 weeks' time, we will see the winner of this matchup take on Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa. And then once that happens, of course, the finale, the final round, the final match in this tag team tournament will take place at SummerSlam. And of course, the winner of that matchup will be crowned the first ever SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. A big prize on the line. A big prize potentially for the Wyatt family, the opportunity to become two-time tag team champions. It's been quite a while since the Wyatt family last captured tag team gold. The last time that of course it was at last year's Over the Limit event where they were defeated by the Ascension. And of course, it was the Ascension who were defeated by Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. And of course, it's Hideo Itami who will be awaiting the winner of this matchup alongside, of course, Akira Tozawa, who, the newest SmackDown superstar, Akira Tozawa. Big opportunities for a lot of superstars here in this Tag Team Championship tournament. Big opportunities not just for new superstars to make their way onto SmackDown and to make a name for themselves, but also opportunities for SmackDown mainstays to really either jump into the spotlight or perhaps regain the spotlight. In the case of the Wyatt family, they're looking to return to prominence. They're looking to return to the top of the tag team division. Whereas American Alpha, they're just looking to find a foothold. American Alpha, they haven't competed in quite a while. They actually haven't had really many opportunities to compete here on SmackDown. But tonight, they get the grand stage front and center, the bright lights of the Tag Team Championship tournament. And you can see, just look at the clear size disadvantage here. Luke Harper is just about a head and shoulders taller than Chad Gable, as right now Harper backing Gable up against the ropes. And a disrespectful punch to the face. And of course, the mind games from Luke Harper. Luke Harper, we're going to try to get inside Chad Gable's head, and that's a smart strategy on the part of Luke Harper, because when it comes to chain wrestling, I don't think Luke Harper can hold a candle to Chad Gable. And right now, we're seeing that right now. Chad Gable just tossing Harper away, and a smart move by Gable, tossing him into the corner of American Alpha. But Luke Harper is unfazed. Luke Harper does not care. As a nice, beautiful leaping ability there by Chad Gable into the arm drag, and now looking to make a tag to Jason Jordan. There, the tag was made. Ducks underneath. Oh! Picture perfect missile drop kick. What am I saying? A standing drop kick from Jason Jordan. Right on the button. He caught Harper flush, and oh my god! You talk about the athleticism, talk about the raw power of Jason Jordan. Luke Harper, that's a man over 350 pounds just getting lifted up in the air. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating on the weight there. I don't have my research ahead of me here. But nonetheless, that's a big man, and Jason Jordan just chucked him into the air with ease. And now, double Northern Light suplex, Chad Gable with the cover. It's broken up by Eric Rowan, though. As Eric Rowan looking to try to take a shot on Gable. Jason Jordan trying to cut him off. I mean, this match is breaking down into pure chaos right now. Referee has to stay on top of things here. The referee finally looking to get Eric Rowan out of the ring. But it might be too little too late. The distraction pays dividends for Luke Harper. And now Harper. He's got Gable right where he wants him. Got him in the gator roll. And Harper just looking to choke out Chad Gable right now, right there in the center of the ring. But of course, later on tonight, we will see a matchup that was announced earlier this week in regards to a backstage altercation that took place 2 weeks ago. That's right. In the main event, we will see Roman Reigns go one-on-one with Big Cass. As right now, a big tag was made to Eric Rowan with the axe handle the top of Chad Gable's head. And now Eric Rowan with the vicious headbutts right to the forehead of Gable. And I mean, this is probably the worst situation for American Alpha right now. I mean, you've got Gable. Well, he was in the corner of the Wyatt family for a moment there. But I mean, still, he's at the mercy of Eric Rowan right now, as Eric Rowan just battering the rib cage, playing Chad Gable like a drum. Or I should say, beating him like a drum, rather. Close enough. There's now a kick to the back as Gable was trying to make the tag to Rowan, or make the tag to Jason Jordan, rather. But he certainly did get tagged by Eric Rowan with that spine buster. And, well, Gable's got no clue where he is. He's looking to make a tag to Jordan. He's going over to Luke Harper. That's not where he wants to be. Not at all. As now the tag made to Luke Harper. And now Luke Harper going to get himself a piece of Chad Gable. Oh! A punch right on the jaw. Gable staggered. And again, backed into the corner. We're going to see another tag made, perhaps. Oh, no. Instead, a cross chop to the throat by Harper. And there's the tag. There's the tag to Eric Rowan. And this right there is the makings of a well-oiled machine. This is what you'd expect from former tag team champions. Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. And they are... Oh, no, wait, counter. Gable with a counter. And there's an arm drag taking down Eric Rowan. Chad Gable able to free himself some time, buy himself time, get the separation, make the tag to Jason Jordan. And now Jason Jordan with the dropkick, a running dropkick, takes down Eric Rowan. He knocks Luke Harper off the apron. Jason Jordan, he's heating up. This is American Alpha's second win. The opportunity to put the Wyatt family away. A massive German suplex delivered by Jason Jordan. Now Saito suplex. Eric Rowan getting tossed around like a rag doll. How often do you see that happen? Now Jason Jordan to the outside, looking to get himself a piece of Luke Harper. Oh no, but Jason Jordan might have bitten off more than they could chew. Got a little too drunk off the hot tag. And now Luke Harper is just beating him down on the outside. Eric Rowan just conducting a symphony right there from the middle rope. Just watching on as Luke Harper just decimates Jordan. And just when it looked like American Alpha were starting to heat up, I mean, Jason Jordan got too caught up in the moment. Like I said, got too drunk off the hot tag. And he made a critical mistake. He should have just kept his eyes on Eric Rowan. But now Eric Rowan is going to make him pay for it. Just chucks him into those ropes. Chad Gable is desperately begging for the tag, but Jason Jordan, I mean, he's had his brains scrambled right now. And now it looks like we're going to see another tag made by the Wyatt family, and indeed we do. Jason Jordan whipped off the ropes into a double reverse elbow from the Wyatt family. And Luke Harper throwing up a pose for the crowd, mocking the people. You can see Jason Jordan crawling for a tag. He makes the tag to Chad Gable, but Luke Harper just let it happen. Luke Harper didn't even care. And I guess that's why. Chad Gable came in off the hot tag, but it did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Luke Harper dropped him with a spine buster, now plants him with a face buster. And I think this is all but over. It's a foregone conclusion. Luke Harper measuring his man for the discus clothesline. Just about decapitated Gable. 2, 3. Jason Jordan can't get into the ring in time. And just pure domination from the Wyatt family here tonight. They will move on to face Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami in 2 weeks' time right here on SmackDown. The American Alpha, they're done. the Wyatt family, they advance to the next round. Wait a minute. A breaking development backstage. Chris Jericho and Braun Strowman are beating the holy hell out of each other backstage. Well, of course, it was 2 weeks ago that Braun Strowman assaulted Jericho after his return, his victory over Aiden English backstage. But now Chris Jericho getting himself a piece of Braun Strowman. He's looking for some payback. Strowman whipped into that table by Jericho. Oh, and an enziguri. Devastating kick to the back of Strowman's head. Chris Jericho. I mean, he's going toe-to-toe with the monster. I suppose that's a fitting transition. You have the Wyatt family pick up the win. And then we jump to the former member of the Wyatt family, the man that Bray Wyatt dubbed the failed experiment. But Braun Strowman and Chris Jericho, they were just pummeling each other back there. We need to get security on this. I mean, this is crazy. These two men looking to tear the whole backstage area apart. Well, as we look to get security to take care of that situation right now, we've got more in-ring competition to take place. As this one, a bit of an exhibition between two potential challengers for the Intercontinental Championship at Cyber Sunday. We know that Cody Rhodes will defend his title in a triple threat match, but we do not know who his two opponents are going to be. There are 4 potential options. It could be Big Cass, who we'll see compete later on tonight. It could be Tyler Breeze. It could be this man right here, Ty Dillinger. Or it could be his opponent tonight, The Miz. It could be any one of those, well, any 2 of those 4 men. But who those 2 men will be, we do not yet know. It's all going to come down to the vote. It's all going to come down to the decision of the WWE Universe. But tonight, this is a good opportunity perhaps for Dillinger and The Miz to perhaps try to get some more support behind them. Try to, come out here, have a good performance in the ring tonight, perhaps get a victory, get some momentum going for you, and maybe get a little additional crowd support. Get a little more of a push to get these people to vote for you. We saw how that worked for Tyler Breeze a couple of weeks ago. Granted, he had to bend the rules, to say the least. Came into the ring with a steel chair. The referee had to dispose of the chair, and in the distraction, Breeze raked the eyes and finished Miz off with an unprettier. But it's interesting to consider these dynamics of what could potentially, the different combinations we could see in this triple threat at Cyber Sunday. Because we know that Cody Rhodes has had more than his fair share of issues with The Miz in the past. He's had some complications there. Tyler Breeze, of course, now has a victory over The Miz, so if it comes down to Breeze and The Miz, got to consider those dynamics. And of course, the fact that Breeze and Miz were former allies. They'd worked together in the past, so they know each other well. But then, of course, if, say that Tyler Breeze and Ty Dillinger both get voted in, Tyler Breeze has never beaten Ty Dillinger. Dillinger has beaten Breeze twice, so Dillinger has got Breeze's number. But then, then you've got guys like Miz and Dillinger, say they both get voted in. We'll figure out their dynamics here tonight. But then you have Big Cass, who is just really, you could say, an outlier in this situation. Big Cass doesn't really have any history with any of these 3 men, or even Cody Rhodes for that matter. But hey, he's certainly a guy you got to watch out for. Got to imagine that Cody Rhodes, I mean, he's got 2 matches to watch tonight. Got to keep an eye on this one right here between Miz and Dillinger, but also has to keep a close eye on Big Cass's main event with Roman Reigns. Meanwhile, I mean, I don't know, is Big Cass watching this matchup, or is he getting prepared for his match with Roman Reigns tonight? Either way, you're going to have to watch the tape for a matchup like this. That's the problem, though, with a triple threat like that, especially when it's a fan vote. You don't know who your opponents are going to be. This is what Cody Rhodes complained about last week. You got to watch everything. You got to watch all the tape, but you don't know what information is going to be unnecessary. What should you focus on more? So it's going to be a very tough task for Cody Rhodes at Cyber Sunday, going up against 2 men who he doesn't even know who they're going to be. As Dillinger delivers with a stomp to the chest of The Miz, then does a cartwheel right over him. Dillinger trying to rally the crowd, but of course the crowd going to be I mean, I think the crowd has started to warm up to The Miz a little bit. I mean, after the situation that went down with Cody Rhodes, I mean, the crowd they've started to sympathize with The Miz a bit. Because, I mean, granted, Rhodes, he'll argue that he never broke the rules, that there weren't any rules to break, but certainly using some underhanded tactics. And again, we saw something similar from Tyler Breeze a couple of weeks ago when he took on The Miz. Miz really just has been dealt a bad hand in the last several months. But he certainly has been giving it his all, and I think the WWE Universe have started to get behind that. Meanwhile, Ty Dillinger, he's coming off of a loss at Battleground to Braun Strowman. So Dillinger, he desperately wants a bounce-back win. His victories over Tyler Breeze aren't going to do him much good if he can't continue to follow it up with more impressive performances. As he ducks underneath. Oh, wait a minute. A bit of a hesitation. A moment of hesitation there by Ty Dillinger, and that could come back to bite him as The Miz has got him. Sit-out powerbomb. Cover now. 2. And Dillinger kicks out. I thought Dillinger might have been done. But The Miz now off that powerbomb. He's looking for some vintage Miz. He's looking for that clothesline in the corner, sizing him up. Dillinger gets whipped into the corner, and no! Dillinger had it well scouted. Dillinger's been doing his homework. As now The Miz backed into a corner of the crowd, chanting 10. And here we go. The 10 count punches in the corner. Dillinger adding them up. Count them up, crowd. And number 10. Dillinger tosses Miz to the canvas. And throwing up a pose for the fans. Dillinger giving these people a good show. Is Miz right now trying to stumble to his feet. But Dillinger might be getting a little too caught up in the heat of the moment. Crowd might be getting to his head a bit. And that could come back to cost him. You don't want to give Miz too much time. You give him an opportunity, The Miz will certainly take it. As Dillinger now hung upside down in the tree of woe. Miz with a full head of steam off the ropes. Oh, a drop kick to the face. Wait a minute. That's the WWE Champion Kevin Owens. We've got a match going on. Kevin Owens. Oh, he's going to do this again. Kevin Owens. Pop-up powerbomb. Kevin Owens has interrupted this matchup. Got Dillinger disqualified, rather. Now dumping Miz over the top rope to the floor. But clearly, I mean, Kevin Owens doesn't care about what's going on. We saw him do the same thing to Primo and Epico last week. Assaulted them backstage, and now he's looking to deliver a pop-up powerbomb to Ty Dillinger. Well, Kevin Owens is incensed. Now he's asking for a mic. Kevin Owens is calling for a mic. Finally gave him one. Clearly, Kurt Angle has gotten under the skin of Kevin Owens, and he has awakened a monster. So Kevin Owens, he says he's going to go all out at Cyber Sunday, but to allow him to do that, he's giving Kurt Angle a handicap, and he's going to let the WWE Universe decide on what the handicap will be. Well, that's certainly an interesting use of the Cyber Sunday voting, but meanwhile, backstage, here it is, another one of these stare downs. First it was Emma, then Charlotte, now it's Alexa Bliss. Staring down the women's champion, Asuka. Well, Asuka, she's getting ready for singles competition coming up next. And you see there, a little bit of a taunt to Alexa Bliss. Saying, hey, you got your eyes on me, well, watch this. Well, Asuka, of course, the women's champion, will be taking on Bayley in this matchup coming up next. So this could be an opportunity for Bayley to play the role of spoiler to perhaps pick up an upset win over Asuka. We don't yet know who could potentially be nominated for the Women's Championship match at Cyber Sunday. We know exactly, we know that Asuka's going to be defending the title, And we have certainly seen 3 women who seem to have their sights set on the women's champion. But hey, Bayley, if she could... Hey, maybe Bayley picks up the win here tonight, beats the women's champion. I mean, that right there would probably, you'd imagine, rocket her into either a #1 contender spot or put her as a potential candidate for voting. So, I mean, hey, it could happen. I think it's highly unlikely given Asuka's track record, but then again, this is Bayley we're talking about. Bayley, she's not a competitor to sneeze at. But then again, Asuka, I mean, she's taken on many a competitor, many a tough challenger, and still walked away undefeated. So, is Bayley going to be the one to break the streak? Well, we're going to find out here in just a few short moments, as we await the arrival of the women's champion, the Empress, formerly the Empress of Tomorrow, now the Empress of Today. This is Asuka. And Asuka, of course, sauntering down to the ring as she always does, full of confidence. I mean, why shouldn't she be confident? She's the women's champion. She's undefeated. It was at WrestleMania that Asuka captured that women's championship in the finale of the Queen of the Ring tournament by defeating Natalya and Sasha Banks. And since then, Asuka, she has mowed down challenger after challenger. It was Emma at Extreme Rules. It was Becky Lynch at Payback. It was Nikki and Brie Bella at Battleground. Who will it be at Cyber Sunday? Well, we're going to find out after this matchup. I'm being told that the final announcements, the final amendments to the Cyber Sunday card will be announced at the conclusion of this matchup. So be sure to stick around. But, of course, you don't want to miss this matchup either, as Asuka got her game face on. Bayley, she's got her game face on. So let's get this one underway. Let's get this show on the road. The referee rings the bell, and here we go. Asuka and Bayley center the ring. Collar and elbow tie up, and it's Bayley who wins that first exchange, able to duck behind, but, well, she didn't keep that advantage for long. As now it's Asuka looking to outpower Bayley here, taking her down to the canvas. And this is where the aggression, the strong style of Asuka comes in. Owens again just pummeling away on Bayley, and a running drop kick just leveled her. And again, there's that confidence from Asuka. Is Bayley trying to catch her breath? I mean, that drop kick might have cracked her rib. And Bayley seems to really be reeling off that drop kick. But that's the danger that Asuka poses. That's the threat she presents. Those devastating strikes of hers, they do... Oh! No mercy behind them, no restraint. And Asuka soaking in the support of the crowd. Bayley trying to crawl to the corner, trying to brace herself. Oh, but that's right where Asuka wants her to be. Oh, a combination of running hip attacks in the corner. First, she crushed the air out of her lungs. And then she just pancaked her in that bottom turnbuckle. And now Asuka, she's got her for a... No! Bayley able to backflip out of it. And now the roll-up. Shoulders are stacked. 1, 2... No! Well, how close was that? Bayley nearly caught Asuka napping. Nearly put her away with a roll-up. But now she levels her with a clothesline. And now... a bit of strength on display by Bayley. The scoop slam follows through with an elbow straight to the heart. And you can see Asuka reeling off that elbow drop. And now Bayley's starting to turn it into another gear. Starting to kick it up a notch. As Bayley whips her into the corner. And a monkey flip there from Bayley. Bayley starting to rally. Starting to really put some pressure on the women's champion. Have to imagine that Alexa Bliss, Emma, Charlotte, all watching this matchup very closely. No! Bayley was looking for whether it was a European uppercut or a reverse elbow. She missed it. There was no water in the pool, and then Asuka damn near kicked her head off. And I think this is the beginning of the end. Bayley, she had a chance to rally. Oh my god! Well, Asuka, she didn't quite get all of that kick, but it was enough to, once again, knock Bayley off her feet. She went for the roundhouse, but Bayley able to dodge. Bayley able to dodge, now Hurricanrana. And I think it was because Asuka didn't connect completely with that kick. And so Bayley, she gets another opportunity at life, another opportunity to put Asuka away, but Asuka counters. Asuka blocks a strike, and now again, just going to unload with a flurry of kicks. One more to the side of the skull, and I think Bayley's out. I think Bayley's done. Asuka, kick to the midsection, off the ropes, running hip attack, but not going for the cover. Asuka, she needs to send a message to her future challengers, whoever that may be. Asuka, she's going to send a message through Bayley as she applies the Asuka lock in the center of the ring. There's no rope break, no hope in sight for Bayley. She's forced to submit. And Asuka takes down yet another challenger. Asuka, the women's champion, once again continues that undefeated streak. And just days away from Cyber Sunday, Asuka looking as impressive as ever. Is there anybody who can stop her? Will it be any of the three women who have, confronted her? Well, I guess we're going to find out who is going to be challenging Asuka for that women's title here in just a few short moments. Take it away. Last time we broke down the Raw half of the Cyber Sunday match card, and today we're going through the SmackDown matchups. We kick things off with a matchup that will open the show. However, there is no stipulation to vote on with this one. It's just a straight up triple threat match to determine the WWE Championship #1 contender. Will it be John Cena, Shinsuke Nakamura, or Rusev, who earns the opportunity to go head-to-head, face-to-face, mano-a-mano with the WWE Champion Kevin Owens at SummerSlam? Then we have the Intercontinental Championship triple threat matchup, a matchup where Cody Rhodes will defend against 2 of the 4 superstars you see on screen right now. Who will you choose to participate in the matchup? Will it be Tyler Breeze, Big Cass, Ty Dillinger, or The Miz? Then there is the WWE Women's Championship matchup, where Asuka will defend her title against either Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, or Emma. And finally, SmackDown's main event of the evening. It is Kevin Owens versus Kurt Angle, but Kevin Owens has announced that you will get to choose his handicap. So what's it gonna be? Will it be a one-sided no-holds-barred match where Kurt Angle has the benefit of a no DQ stipulation, whereas Kevin Owens does not? Will you force Kevin Owens to score 2 falls over Kurt Angle, whereas Kurt only has to score 1 to win the match? Or will it be a 2-on-1 handicap matchup? Will Kurt Angle be allowed to choose a partner to help him go face-to-face with Kevin Owens? That's up for you to decide, so keep an eye on the channel over the next few days. There will be a video coming out regarding the details of the Cyber Sunday voting. You do not want to miss that. And finally, in a last announcement, this one regarding next week's episode of SmackDown, Chris Jericho will go one-on-one with Braun Strowman. Those two have certainly been at each other's throats as of late, so next week they will get an opportunity to settle their differences once and for all. But for now, we head back to ringside as we get set for Big Cass versus Roman Reigns. And that's it. That is Cyber Sunday. Be sure to stay tuned on the channel. We will have an update video coming out in just a few short days coming out regarding the voting process for Cyber Sunday. So be sure to keep a close eye on the channel, turn on notifications, whatever you gotta do to make sure that you get your opportunity to cast your vote for Cyber Sunday. But even bigger than that, maybe not even bigger than that, but next week, we're going to have a colossal brawl when Chris Jericho takes on Braun Strowman. I'm excited for that. But if you want to talk about a colossal brawl, a clash of titans, we're going to see that right now. As here is a man who has the opportunity to potentially challenge for the Intercontinental Championship at Cyber Sunday. This is Big Cass. And Big Cass tonight, he goes one-on-one with Roman Reigns. This could be a breakout match for Big Cass. He desperately needs an impressive performance here tonight. Because think, Big Cass, he betrayed Enzo Amore. He's been building all this momentum for himself. So if he comes into this matchup and loses to Roman Reigns, well, all that momentum goes right out the window. And, well, where does he go from there? I don't know. So Cass, he needs the win. But Roman Reigns, he can't afford to lose either, because Roman Reigns, I mean, he's been getting run through the ringer as of late. I mean, his partner, Dean Ambrose, I mean, they had finally been able to reunite Reigns and Ambrose. They were able to defeat the Wyatt family at Payback. But then, I mean, at Battleground, Roman Reigns, he ended up getting preoccupied with Sanity, who since then seem to have, well, don't exactly know what the deal is with Sanity. They're going after seemingly anything with a pulse. I mean, they're trying to go after the tag team titles. We saw Nikki Cross assault Brie Bella last week on Raw. But then beyond that, I mean, Dean Ambrose was abducted by Bray Wyatt at Battleground because Roman Reigns got distracted by Sanity. He wasn't there to protect him. And so now we still don't know what's going on with Dean Ambrose. Where is Ambrose? Where is Wyatt taking him? Where is he holding him captive? I don't know what the situation is there. I haven't seen or heard from Bray Wyatt since then. We did see Harper and Rowan compete earlier on tonight, but no sign of Bray Wyatt, no sign of the Mastermind. So Roman Reigns, there's got to be a lot on his mind. You also have to consider the fact that he can't challenge for the WWE Championship until, well, after next year's WrestleMania. He still has an entire year that he's got to wait in order to even have a hope of challenging for the title. This has not been a very good year for Roman Reigns, but I mean, it's not like he can just shake that off. That's all going to be weighing on his mind going into this match with Big Cass. And, I mean, hey, that might just give a bigger advantage to Big Cass. And it gives Big Cass all the more reason to go out there and give it his best shot tonight. Because if he can't beat Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns is dealing with all this emotional baggage, well, I mean, really, is there ever a time that Big Cass will be able to beat Roman Reigns? I don't know. But right now, Roman Reigns bringing the fight to Big Cass, backing him into the corner. And Roman Reigns bringing the physicality with a couple of clotheslines. And another one right there, short arm clothesline, dropping Big Cass down to the canvas. Now Reigns up to the middle rope. Roman Reigns looking to call Big Cass to his feet. And Roman Reigns with the axe handle. Down into the cover goes Reigns, one. But just a one count. A quick kick out there by Big Cass. Roman Reigns trying to pick him to his feet, but Reigns, he gets his legs swept out from underneath him by Big Cass, who drops a leg straight across his face. And now it's Big Cass hammering away on Roman Reigns. Going to work on the powerhouse of SmackDown. And again, just mocking the crowd here, mocking the WWE Universe. And hey, if Enzo Amore is watching at home, well, Big Cass is mocking him as well. As Roman Reigns stumbles to his feet, but here's Big Cass with a big-time knee. And Reigns, he's trying to gasp for air, gasp for breath. Oh my, what was that? Cass, unnecessary. Just a boot right into the face of Reigns, kicking him while he's down, very literally. But Roman Reigns, that only fired him up as he flattens him in the corner with a clothesline. Now Roman Reigns, he's going to start pummeling away at Big Cass. And you don't want to poke a sleeping bear, well, because then you're gonna get mauled. As now Roman Reigns is looking to counter by Cass. Oh! Well, Big Cass, how quickly is he able to turn that around with a running knee to the face, into the cover too, and no. Cass now, another knee to the face. I mean, certainly that running knee just absolutely crushed, halted any momentum that Roman Reigns was starting to build up. And now it's Big Cass who's in firm control. Another punch to the face. And another punch to the face. Big Cass is just content to beat the ever-living crap out of this guy. And, I mean, Big Cass, there's nothing personal here. I mean, despite what he said a couple of weeks ago, Big Cass obviously trying to get under Roman Reigns' skin. He wanted to get Roman Reigns fired up. He wanted to goad Roman Reigns into this matchup. And I think that's because Big Cass sees Roman Reigns as easy pickings at this point, for the reasons I mentioned earlier. So Big Cass being, he might just seem like a big meathead. He might just appear to be that way. He just seemed to be the muscle to Enzo Amore's Mike. I don't know how to... I didn't think that through, but... speaking of thinking things through, Roman Reigns, no! Big Cass nearly got speared in 2, but he was able to counter the spear into a DDT. But clearly Big Cass, going into this matchup, he had a plan. He tried to get Roman Reigns, he goaded him into this matchup, tried to get him in the best possible scenario that would guarantee a Big Cass victory. And I mean, Big Cass really is holding his own in this matchup. And going up against a guy like Roman Reigns, who has competed for the WWE Championship on numerous occasions, easier said than done. But Big Cass, he's shown his worth out there tonight, shown his intelligence as well, that he was able to, create this set of circumstances for himself. Oh, but there's nothing circumstantial about this. That's just raw power. Big Cass with a torture rack, just really stretching Roman Reigns out across his shoulders. Oh, but Reigns able to stick the landing. Oh, and a DDT. Reigns managed to maneuver his way out of the torture rack. And now he's got Cass reeling. Roman Reigns firing himself up. Big Cass not taking too kindly to that. But Roman Reigns punches back. Now a clothesline. And another clothesline. Cass misses. Reigns off the ropes and another clothesline. A running, jumping clothesline with that one. Reigns with a full head of steam. Now he's got Cass reeling off the ropes. Superman punch. Superman punch. That might be the kryptonite to put Big Cass away, too. No! Big Cass powers out of the Superman punch just before the 3. But Roman Reigns... Oh, whoa! What the hell? The lights have gone out. Roman Reigns was looking for the spear, but the lights are out. What's happening? Oh my God. Reigns and... That's Eric Young. Well, that was Bray Wyatt's interference there, but Eric Young is standing at the foot of the ramp. Cass and Reigns are... they're down right now. Cass, the first one to his feet. And the referee can't even call disqualification. He didn't see what happened. The lights were out. It looked like both men maybe got attacked, or was it just Reigns? I don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happened. But all we know is that Eric Young is watching this play out. Reigns is out, and Big Cass, like a vulture looking to pick the spoils, pick up the scraps. East River Crossing, 2 and 3. And Big Cass, thanks to the interference by Wyatt Young, is there some sort of an alliance between the Wyatt family and Sanity? What just happened moments ago that only supports that theory? What is happening here? Roman Reigns, what kind of an army is he going up against? Well, Big Cass gets the win. An impressive performance from Cass going into what could potentially be a title match at Cyber Sunday. But we'll have to wait and see. We're out of time, folks. Thank you for joining me for this edition of SmackDown, and I will see you at Cyber Sunday.